You're watching Friday Night Football Fever, presented by TCU.
Welcome back, everyone. We're going to check in with Class 3A right now, where the Marion Knights have had a fantastic year. You know, they finished third in the NIC, but when you look at the sectional draw, they have an extremely difficult road ahead.
Yeah, no cupcakes for sure. Looming next week would be a potential game with Andrean. Top team in the state has got Irish commit Josh Barajas on there. First, though, they have to get past Glenn tonight. Both teams 7-2. They've met in sectionals each of the past 3 years. And this is Kirk Byrne back on Purdue's bye week, checking out his old team, repping the Boilermakers as well. Knights up 21-6 at the break. Jacob Whitfield from a few yards out. Marion in control, up 28-6 at this point. Glenn was trying to hang around. Daniel Wallace goes up top to Jake Strong. Check out the catch on the other end. Big play plus a penalty as well. The Falcons would get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, get within 14, but that was it. Marion wins 35-14. So number 1, Andrean, waiting next week.
That will be tough. You know, we've mentioned this on Twitter earlier this week. Jimtown has never lost an opening round game in the sectional.
That's amazing.
What's going to happen tonight against Fairfield? No, it's not. Kenny Kern caps off an early drive with a touchdown. Jimmy's up early. And the way their defense played tonight, that's about all it would take. Fairfield looking to pass here. They're going to put the ball up in the air, but it's going to be intercepted by Dylan Golddagger. I thought maybe we had a Bond villain there, Golddagger. Nice play. Jimmy's roll big tonight, 42-6 the final. Next week, they are going to take on Rochester. The Zebras, a 3-point win tonight over Twin Lakes. Elsewhere in the bracket, Culver Academy, a 1-point win over Tippecanoe Valley.
Odd Job did not make an appearance there tonight. This is Class 2A. Bremen won the sectional last year, taking on 1-8 Prairie Heights. Pick it up in the first quarter. Bremen marching down the field. Matt Box to Ryan Topper for 5 yards in the score. 48-27 was the final. They will get the winner of Wabash and Manchester next week.
And in Class A, a power outage tonight in Lakeville at the LaVille Lake Station Edison game. They were without power for about 15 minutes, but eventually the lights come back on. And there's no power outage when it comes to the LaVille running game. Caleb Dudek, 35 yards right at us for the touchdown. LaVille goes up 21-0. They win 41-20 tonight over Lake Station Edison. And LaVille is going to get to play Triton next Friday night. Triton beats South Central tonight 34-20. Elsewhere in Class A, Whiting shuts out Culver, and number 1 ranked Winnemac looking every bit the part. They win big tonight, 64-0. That takes care of our local teams in Indiana. Great night of playoffs. Up in Michigan, final week of the regular season, one last chance to qualify for the playoffs for a couple teams in action tonight. Yeah,
some important one too. Lakeshore already in. Niles would need a win tonight. The Vikings moving the ball here. Quarterback Alex Harpino finds Sean Craig for a nice gain. But unfortunately, the drive would stall for Niles after that. So Lakeshore gets to work. Chase McGrain wants to pass. He has no one, so instead he just takes it himself. That'll work quite nicely. Lakeshore goes on to win 42-7. Niles' bid to make the playoffs falls 1 W short. Elsewhere, Berrien Springs at 5-3 also needed a win to get into the playoffs, taking on Dowagiac tonight. This was tight all the way through. Dowagiac's Chase Camp taken down with a good tackle by DeAndre Taylor. The Shamrocks D really led the way tonight, 7-0. They pitch a shutout. Berrien Springs going to the playoffs.
Congrats to the Shamrocks. A few other results to pass along tonight. Cassopolis over Centerville tonight. Edwardsburg beats Coloma by 1, and Buchanan gets beaten by Bridgman 28-24. And on the night, Marty Ward, who was our outstanding student athlete of the week a few weeks ago, becomes the Bobcats all-time leading rusher. So congrats to Marty and congrats to the Bobcats as they're moving on. We got to take one final time out here on Friday Night Football Fever, but we will be back to wrap things up right after this.